So tomorrow, after 12 long years of not releasing anything, um, You're Free With Me comes out. Um, so, and as luck would have it, I'm sick. I have nasal congestion. I've been sick since Friday, and I haven't been feeling much better. But it hasn't gotten worse. So, hope I should be okay for the show on Sunday. I will be okay for the show on Sunday. But yeah, thanks, life. But you know what? I should have expected that because I feel like my body knows every time I think that I can power through something. I planned on working this week and I was like, I have so much shit to do, for this release. I need to post to TikTok. I need to, do this with Bandcamp and XYZ, all this other stuff. And then my body's like, no, you need to rest. So I'm taking today off. Tomorrow, not going to work. Wish I could take off from motherhood for just a few days. It's funny. Over the weekend, I slept downstairs on our couch so that I could sleep through the night. And it's really uncomfortable. It's not. My bed's also really uncomfortable. But anyway, yeah, so that I wouldn't get woken up by the girls. But I don't feel like I got restful sleep. Oh well. I think it's also because, of this release, right? So why did I stay away from music that was English, with English lyrics for 10 years? Like for 10 years, I couldn't listen to, especially indie rock music, because it always reminded me of my failures as an indie rock musician. In my 20s, I wanted to be so much. I wanted recognition. I wanted, it's like, thanks, childhood trauma. Thanks, childhood emotional neglect. But at the same time, and I didn't know this, but, my autism and ADHD meant that I made some really shitty decisions, and I wasn't, great at people. It meant I was also kind of an asshole. I had trouble connecting with people, and that's really important in the music communities, like, and the executive dysfunction. Oh gosh, I got so burnt out. It's, it's hard when you're super motivated, but you lack the skill, and you just burn yourself out doing maybe the wrong things, and I just started getting sloppier and sloppier. And, so finally I was like, fuck it. I need a break. I need to stop. And it's good that I did that because that's what brought me to Egyptian dance. And I, through that journey, I grew a lot as a person. I learned a lot about the world and about people through this new hyper focus. And of course, I became a mom and have these 2 beautiful babies. I love them so much. It's so exhausting how much I love them. But yeah, for a long time, every time I heard indie rock music, I was reminded of how much I messed up and how much I failed, how much I didn't get what I set out to get, and that it's because of me. I'm the problem. My brain. I feel like I've gotten to the point where I've worked out most of that shame. I've identified most of the problem. But I'm still struggling to really psych myself up and work on that confidence, get that confidence. I mean, I do have it, clearly. That's why I'm putting it out. That's why I decided to, update this record and write new music and put it out. And I reached out to TJ and, why I'm putting myself out there now. I do have some, confidence. I just need more. I have these like all of these unhelpful thoughts about, what I should have accomplished and what I should accomplish, what I should be doing. And so many things I need to remember. I don't even believe that my ancestors are watching. I don't know if it's because I'm autistic, but I know that's my family's belief, our cultural beliefs, our what generations, my previous generations have, believed for so long. But I don't know if I feel, my ancestors watching me. But I still have that feeling of letting people down, letting them down, letting my family down. And, there's this pressure, like, because I'm responsible for little people, right now, that I need to be making some kind of income. I need some kind of return on investment, for all the work that I'm putting in, for the music thing. And, so there's that. There's the shame of, embarrassing my ancestors, not meeting my family's expectations as the one who was the firstborn in the U.S. My mom came over here by boat with her siblings. She was the oldest out of her siblings to come over here first, and I was the first one to be born here. And they had high hopes for me. High hopes for me. I did the college thing. And I did work as a web developer, but that was not sustainable for me or my brain. I understand now, and intellectually I can forgive myself and recognize that, that just wasn't for me. I need to do what's good for my brain, but there's still that nagging feeling of bad Asian daughter. That's gonna take me a lot longer to shake off than I thought. And that's really hard. But yeah, I'm proud of myself for getting here. I'm really proud of myself for doing this and for reaching out to people. And now that I have the support, I have support from people I really admire. Katie is helping me. She's amazing, and I get to share my story authentically. I get to really do this in a way that honors me, honors my brain, honors my needs. And I like to think I'm setting an example for my kids, and I'm understanding that I can't really live without being able to play music like this. I'm so glad I'm letting myself play drums, hit things, play guitar, and sing my heart out. Like, it's I can't explain how much I need it. And like I'm learning that I also need like long chunks of time to do it. Like 15 minutes of being interrupted is like so maddening. So I'm so thankful to have that back in my life, and that I'm recognizing that I, need to make room and really prioritize that in my life now. It's just all the other crap. The self-promotion, the internal dialogue, the unhelpful internal dialogue, the administrative stuff, setting up my website was kind of a pain, but I did it. I'm doing it. So, I guess I share this in hopes that there are other people, who have these unhelpful conversations with themselves, going through similar journeys, especially being neurodivergent and BIPOC in a very white supremacist, white patriarchal capitalist world where you're expected to produce, and there's, expectations for like perfection, yeah, Godspeed.